it's Trevor here, and today I'm going to be bringing you an update to my mining rig. So, where we last left off, I believe I had a black rack. This rack is silver, and I only had, I think, maybe 2 or 3 GPUs on it. I don't even remember. Well, now, as you can see, I've kind of got a bigger rack. What? No, that type of rack. Okay. And we've increased our capacity. So I've added a second motherboard. This is actually the original motherboard we had, and it only had 2 slots, 2 PCI slots on it. Let's see if we can get you. Yeah, it had 2 PCI slots on it. There we go. And so I got this one, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 PCI slots on it. And so I bought this one. I replaced this with it, and then I realized, oh shoot, it's probably better to run my NVIDIA cards on one board and the AMD cards on the other. And plus, this one's kind of just my test bench whenever I get anything new. And so that's a new topic, but we've increased the capacity that is potential, and I think we've added maybe 2 graphics cards. I don't remember what was there before, but so far we have this Sapphire Nitro Plus 580. We have this Power Color 570, this MSI 470 8 gig, and then this 6 gig 1060, and they're really pumping out. I think they're making around 208 mega hash on Ergo, so that's awesome. But the good news is I have additional cards coming. So I just bought a Vega 56 to put in this rig. And if you didn't know anything about Ergo, is the AMD Vega cards, they're actually extremely efficient, they're extremely powerful, and they do very well at the at this workload for Ergo. At the workload for Ergo. And so I think I'll be adding anywhere from 150 to 200 mega hash by just adding that card from online. The minimum I've seen is 155. The max I've seen is around 195, 200, and that's with I think that's with a specific miner or a BIOS edit or whatever. And so I'm going to be adding an extra, basically 200 mega hash to my already 200 mega hash rig, making around 400. And so that's awesome. But on top of that, we just purchased a RX 6700 XT, and that's actually going to go in my main gaming rig. My main gaming rig currently houses a 1660 Ti, and you know, I don't like to have my gaming rig on. I just don't like it. And so I don't have it running all the time. If I'm working, I'll just leave it on, and that adds an extra like 50, 60 mega hash to what we're mining that day. But I mean, I usually turn it off if I'm home and I have to use the computer, or if I'm going to sleep. I don't leave my gaming computer on like my mining rig. And so when that 6700 XT comes, it's going into the gaming computer, because it's only good if I did add it to a rig, it would only hit 80 mega hash, which at that point I don't know, I think it'd be better for it to be in the gaming rig as opposed to a card that would be 60 mega hash. I'm like, better gaming performance, because I do game a lot. Oh, I have something on my nose, dry skin. And but anyways, that's besides the point. Whenever that comes in, which those are both be coming in hopefully within the next month or 2, I guess. I have no idea. And so these last 2 slots on these motherboards, so let's look here. There's 1 slot left, and then there's one right here. Let's see if you can see that. Ooh, Jesus, camera angle is horrendous. Yeah, there's one right here. And those 2 will be filled, and then I may be looking at replacing this motherboard with basically another one of these. This was literally $19, and I mean, I already have the CPU cooler, the CPU and RAM, all the connections. Literally, it's just a hot swap to get 2 more slots. And what I'm thinking of doing is some speculative mining. So Um, right now, I don't have my. Right now, I'm thinking of continuing to buy up some 570s or another Vega or whatever like that, and fill those extra 2 slots that are going to come, and use my weakest or 2 weakest cards. So that would be the 470 and the 1060 to do some speculative mining on Raven coin. I don't know. There's a lot of things, a lot of info to digest about all of this, but yeah, that's my current setup. It's legit, pretty cool. I have two 1200-watt computer power supplies, and those are both rated gold, 80 watt or 80 plus gold, whatever. And so that's awesome. The only drawback to having this type of power supply, as opposed to like a server power supply, is you don't have very many PCIe rail or outputs. I think one of them has like 3, and the other one has 3 as well. But then there's 2 that are wired directly in, so it really has like 5. And so that's the only drawback. I do have a third power supply because I'm kind of running out of PCIe, I guess, spots. So when I add these last 2, I'm really maxing out like how many I can run, because I'm running PCIe's off of the risers too. So how I run it is it's 1 from the PSU all the way up to the card, or all the way up to the riser, and then we do a splitter off to the card. So it's like that's what this loop is: splitter off to from the riser off into the card, and it's working well. I mean, I don't run my graphics cards at a high wattage, whatever that means, and so they're usually all sitting around, I would say, like 70 watts, something like that. And so I do think that, if it's sitting around 70 watts, if it's pulling 75 watts from the riser, then I think that's within normal operating wattage, because I think one of those PCIe runs from the power supply, I think their max is like 150 watts or whatever. And so if we're under that, and I'm not pushing these hard, then I think we'll be all right. We've been all right so far. But yeah, that's the update. Thanks for watching the video. Come back for more, I guess.